Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining your virtual drinking buddy. So, tonight out of the Aldi Advent Calendar on this... Wait, what day is it? It's the 18th, so the 18th day of Advent. Yeah, the 18th beer on the 18th day of the Advent is Kinroo Blue. Let me get this bottle in nice and close. There's a nice glare off of that so that it's not coming in real well, but it's what it looks like. So, I thought, the last couple of days I've kind of, I don't know, I guess just been going through the motions, and I think it shows up on camera, where it's kind of like, well, I gotta go drink another beer, so... I thought, I should do something tonight, and I've really been racking my brain. Something that will really, I don't know, get me revitalized, get me back in the spirit, really help pep me up. And so the solution that I came up with was to order a very large meal from the local Mexican restaurant, eat the entire thing, and they feel so full and bloated that it's painful to even think about standing up. So, yeah. That way I'm struggling to speak the whole time. So, lucky you. Alright, so... yeah, and I'm sure you saw during the intro, little nutcracker guy fell over. Don't worry, he's okay. He's a tough soldier. He didn't break. It's just the damn cap did not want to come off of this bottle. And I haven't had a beer cap bite me like that in a long time. So, but no worries. The soldier is safe. Let's talk about the beer, shall we? So, Kinroo Blue is an Aldi exclusive. It's one that you can get any day of the week at Aldi. And I'm sure, as any of you watching that haven't picked up the Advent Calendars figured out, it's everything that you can usually get at Aldi, plus some other stuff, mostly O'Shea's. So, the information I got is off the Aldi website. I couldn't find any other information, although, I don't know, I was kind of clicking on some stuff just to see what was what, because it just seemed like this was maybe one that was its own company or whatever. So, I don't even remember the name of the website, because it didn't seem like it was very well set up. So, and it was saying that Martin's was the brewer of this beer, and it looked like it had a link, and so I tried clicking on the link, and I'm glad that nothing happened, because having studied cybersecurity, I know that that's a bad idea, just clicking on links on random websites. But it wasn't even a link. It was should have been a link. I'm sure I could have copied and pasted it into my browser and gone to the Martin site. But I've been on the Martin site several times now with other beers in the calendar and have not seen Kinroo Blue pop up on there. So, I'm not 100% sure that they are the actual brewers. I suppose I could always look on the back of the bottle. It actually says right on the back of the bottle, Kinroo Blue of Belgium, Martin's Brewing Company. Well, let's see. I might read off the back of the bottle because it's a little bit, sounds nicer than my shorthand, but it's the same thing, and it's the same thing that you'd find on the Aldi's website. Kinroo Belgian White Ale features perfect balance of orange peel, coriander, and hints of lemon citrus with a crisp, refreshing finish. Garnish with orange peel to add to your taste experience. So pretty much it's Blue Moon for any of you that have not had this, which I think, obviously, if it's a Belgian white, this style of beer originated in Belgium, but most Americans are probably familiar with Blue Moon. And on the Aldi website, it said food pairings were light salads, seafood, bratwurst, mild cheese, and light desserts, or on its own. So I think, other than light salads and seafoods, bratwurst mayo cheese like desserts are on its own. Is going to be for every Aldi's beer. I haven't looked at all of them, but I know this is at least the second time that I've seen that since doing the Advent Calendar. And I could be wrong. Maybe that is not a typical thing. Maybe it just happens to be this one, and oh hell, I don't even remember what the other beer was that I had to get the Aldi website to get information on. Excuse me, I'm trying to belch already. You know, because, like I said, I thought it would be a really good idea to overeat tonight. Yeah, so. Alright. Cheers. Okay, that's pretty good. It's a little bit different than Blue Moon. I think with Blue Moon, you would notice orange peel more than anything. Excuse me, that's crude. But with this one, honestly, what I picked up first was the lemon citrus flavor that it mentioned in the description. And it's maybe a little lighter in body than what a Blue Moon would be. Not that Blue Moon's super heavy, but it's at least a medium-bodied beer, if not just slightly more than medium body. And I would say that this is maybe slightly less than medium-bodied. I wouldn't call it a light-bodied beer by any means, but it just a little bit under medium-bodied. And I've actually had this one before, and I guess I don't remember it tasting more, having more of a lemon taste than an orange peel taste. But it's been at least, I bet it was probably 4 or 5 years ago, and just happened to go into Aldi one time and decided that I would pick up one of everything and tried them out with a couple of buddies of mine. And I remember thinking that most of them were spot on. I remember thinking that this one tasted a lot like Blue Moon. And at the time, the only one that I didn't think was very close was, I think it was called Boot Tread, which from the label kind of looked like it was supposed to be what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like a knockoff or an imitation of Fat Tire, which the Boot Tread was a good beer, but it wasn't Fat Tire. It was, yeah, they were both ambers, but noticeably different, I thought. But yeah, I better have another drink of this. Yeah, I'm definitely picking up way more lemon in this than I would a Blue Moon. I don't know that I've ever drank a Blue Moon and thought, oh wow, there's some lemon in there, isn't there? In this almost, and it's not a real strong lemon flavor. It's not overwhelming, but it kind of puts me in the mind more of, I think it was Line & Kugel makes a Sunset Wheat that has like lemon infused, and it's a great summertime beer. And that's really more of what this puts me in mind of, maybe a little less in the lemon flavor. But I'm not picking up the orange at all. That being said, though, it's a really good beer. And it would be a great summertime beer, I think. It's just light enough in body to where, you could have several of them while you're sitting on a dock or boat or doing whatever. Usually, for me, I'm staying up by a grill if it's summertime. Or pretty much any time of the year if it's not raining or the wind's not too strong. Let's see if I could squeeze one more drink, and I'm pretty full to the brim, but let's give it a shot anyway, huh? Yeah, it's a good beer. I would say it's probably, I don't know. It reminds me more of a lemon infused beer. I'm picking up way more of the lemon, so Kinroo did a good job, and hell, it'll work for Advent. I mean, as long as you're having a drink and having a good time, and hopefully getting to spend some time with loved ones. That's all that counts. So that's really all I got. I rambled on for a lot longer than I anticipated. So if you liked what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button below. And this is the Malted Gentleman reminding you, you only have one liver, so use it wisely.